Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the conference hall. We will continue with our presentations and discussions. I hope you had a good time while drinking coffee and discussing. And now we're moving on until the lunch 1 p.m. We will have a short and brief presentation about Lithuanian Riflemen's Union Ukraine support group. And later on, we're going to have several examples of our riflemen. So please welcome with warm applauses the head of the Lithuanian Riflemen's Union Ukrainian support group, director, I would say, Daublys.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start from noting that this group introduction of a support group for Ukraine emerged not accidentally when events started in Maidan and Ukraine. Many Lithuanian citizens were extremely supportive, and its spread evoked wide support in Lithuanian society and, of course, the Riflemen's Union. Active members of the Riflemen's Union started organizing various measures from the very first day of the events in Ukraine. I will show you a few pictures. One of the first actions in Maidan was arranged on the 8th of December 2013, where people expressed support to Ukraine by showing that Ukraine is not left alone. We also had some support actions in Lithuania as well. A group of medical staff was organized, comprising people from different parts of Lithuania who came on a voluntary basis in order to help Ukrainian colleagues to fight for human lives. They arrived on the third day after the shooting, when nobody really expected foreign assistance, and the Lithuanian group was one of the first of the kind. Gradually, the nucleus of the riflemen started active engagement on behalf of the Lithuanian Riflemen's Union, and the Riflemen's Union Support Group for Ukraine was created. I am the leader of the group, and our main goal is to coordinate Union's activities in assistance to Ukraine, and at the same time we are doing everything in our power to contribute to the cooperation with other Eastern Partnership countries. I will jump a few slides and I will focus on our main activities, which consists of support for Ukraine, both in Ukraine and in Lithuania. When we speak about support in Ukraine, we mean assistance to military units who are engaged in front activities. Our goal is not to support by one-time, single-time measures, but actually to assist one or another unit. Another type of support is dedicated to civic institutions. One of our missions was named Blood Brothers, when we supported Ukrainian blood centers by providing blood necessary for those injured. We arranged several events of friendship and cooperation with Ukraine. We try to raise public awareness so that the Ukrainian situation is not neglected or forgotten. we received some Ukrainian injured soldiers for treatment in our health resort in Druskininkai and hospitals in other cities. Another type of assistance is training, which is meant for summer schools, because the Riflemen's Union arranges a big number of summer schools in Lithuania, all over the country, and starting from 2014, we took an initiative to bring Ukrainian representatives to show how patriotic education is performed in our country. Coming back to the summer camps, we try not to arrange exceptionally recreational activities. Our goal is to show how we develop patriotism, how we encourage our young children, our young people to become servicemen in the future. And I counted 7 or 8 groups of young people who have gone through our school, our camps, our education. And this year we had first Lithuanian riflemen who went to Ukraine, and we believe that the assistance or consultancy in this field is also quite significant in Ukraine. Back in 2015, we started in the implementation of the big project, Blood Brothers, where we delivered the necessary equipment to eastern Ukraine, and blood centers is a necessary part of everyday medicine. So what we did was to support Severodonetsk, Kramatorsk and Mariupol blood collection centers. Mainly it was Severodonetsk, because it was a completely new structure which was moved from Lugansk, which has very little equipment of its own. We took part in the tenders and bought the equipment out of the funds of our state, which allowed us to save money. Because if we had to buy all the brand new equipment, it would have costed us about 80,000 euros. But we found another solution which we believed was quite reasonable and practicable. These are pictures from the meetings with the governor, Tupko. The equipment we delivered, it's working, and the doctors have arranged a corner of friendship between Lithuania and Ukraine. These are some pictures from our travel to eastern Ukraine. We have also visited the location quite close to the front line, and here we also see a picture where you can see soldiers treated in Lithuania. What I would also like to add or remind you is that we are engaged not only in the support activities. Our goal is to engage as many population representatives as possible to the cooperation with Ukraine, so that before the situation becomes stable and the military conflict is resolved, Lithuanian representatives get involved and offer their assistance as much as possible.
The head of the Ukraine support group of Lithuanian Riflemen's Union. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. Thank you so much, Harolas, once again. And yes, please.
It's not a question, but I'm sure that all Ukrainians that are present here and all Ukrainians in Ukraine would like to thank you and thank all your structure for the help. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If there is no more questions, thank you, Harolas.